Hello, my beautiful friends. Beautylish gift card event started, which if you spend $100, they're gonna send you a gift card of $20 after the event ends, which I think it's at the end of the March. I just wanted to rank my Sonia G brushes for you guys in case you wish to pick up some Sonia G brushes from this event. I usually pick up things from Beautylish gift card event that aren't available in any other stores, or they don't have better offers on their websites. For example, I know that they carry viseart, and I like viseart eyeshadows, but viseart itself had like 30% off. Yeah, viseart is having a better offer on their website right now. They have like 30% off. They have free shipping on US orders over 75. So if you don't want to like pick up $75 worth of viseart eyeshadows, this is a good chance to pick them up from Beautylish. For something that I specifically only buy from Beautylish is Sonia G brushes or the Chikuhodo or basically fude brushes. I pick them up from Beautylish, and things that I cannot find anywhere else like Van Goghs. But the purpose of this video is actually ranking my brushes from Sonia G. I don't have any makeup on, so I'm gonna rank my brushes while I put some makeup on. I'm gonna rank based on the frequency of use. This doesn't mean that I think some of them are better, some of them are worse. The better the ranking, it means that I use that brush the most, so I get the best value out of my money. My first recommendation is Sonia G's Jumbo Base Brush. This brush is a mixture of natural, which is goat, and synthetic hair. I was at first hesitant to pick up this brush because it had a synthetic hair in it too. And I was like, I'm gonna pay a lot of money. I don't want to pay for synthetic brushes. But then after I used the BK Beauty brushes, I was like, well, maybe this is good. Let's pick it up. This is the shape of the brush, very close in shape to BK Beauty brushes. For example, this is the 115 I have here. Sorry, mine is dirty. I was using it yesterday. You can see they are very close in shape. Both are very soft, but if you want to pick up something that is like luxurious feeling and you want to pick up from Sonia G, this is a great brush. It's a tad softer and denser than BK Beauty brushes. What I was worried about picking up this brush, because I paid for it with my heart and money like everybody else, and we all know that it's not easy to earn money these days. I was worried that I will have a problem with washing this brush. The synthetic bristles are fine, but I was worried that I'm gonna ruin the natural hair washing them a lot, because I really like to clean my brushes after each use. But I've cleaned this one up quite a lot, and I think I washed it 2 or 3 times so far, and it hasn't been changing shape or anything. It's like day one, it's as soft as day one. With this foundation brush, I like to dot the foundation on my face and then use the foundation brush. I don't like to do the priming because I feel like the foundation gets in the bristles and it's going to make it harder to wash it because it's a very dense brush. This is a very soft brush. You can do swiping motion or you can do tapping motion. Since I'm going based on how many times I use my brushes, I'm gonna do my concealer and come back for my eyeshadow. You can still use your foundation brush as your concealer brush too. This is very comfortable to get under your eyes. It doesn't irritate your under eye skin or anything. But I like to use smaller concealer brush because I like to have smaller areas of concealing. But when I am in a hurry, I use my foundation brush as my concealer brush too. Number 2 spot goes to Sonia G Jumbo Blender brush. Very soft. I use this one as my all-over eyeshadow brush. I don't use the Sonia G brushes for liquid eyeshadows because liquid is gonna ruin the natural hair bristles faster than any powder eyeshadow. I'm gonna use one of my viseart palettes. These are great palettes. One of my favorites is the Petite Matte neutral, not too warm, not too cool. And I like this one because this is a very small palette. This is how small it is. And you can take it for travel. This is the Violet Vespertine. I really like this shade as a one and done shade. This one. It is gorgeous. This is the Kashmiri Charmeuse. Also a lot of one and done eyeshadows here. My number three most used brush is the Sonia G Tradition T6. This is how it looks like. It's very soft. It doesn't irritate my eyelids. The reason I'm ranking this one after this is because this is a very big fluffy eyeshadow brush, and Jumbo Blender is more versatile than the T6 because of its size, but both are very soft. The T6 is a bit softer than the Jumbo Blender, but you don't notice it that much. Oh, I love this brush so much. So soft. I usually deposit the eyeshadow on my eyelids and then I blend it, clean it on a clean dry towel and blend it with this. And it's like a quick, easy one and done eyeshadow. This is also really good for under eye powder. I'm gonna do my crease shade with this. These Sonia G brushes are especially great to use with viseart palettes because I've noticed sometimes viseart palettes are a bit finicky to work with. I'm going to apply this shade from the Kashmiri Charmeuse all over my lid. With the Viseart Shimmer eyeshadows, if you use a blender brush like this one, you can control the application a lot better. And this is what I tend to use usually because I like a lighter application of these eyeshadows on my eyelids. But this is not the whole payoff of this eyeshadow. You can use a flat definer brush to get the full impact. I've never used these wet. I might never because that's not my style in eyeshadow, but you can also use your fingers to get the full payoff. See how easy it was to apply this eyeshadow with this brush? And this is the eyeshadow. I applied it with my finger. Very pretty shade. This is also a good under eye brush for like an easy application because it has a very pinched and fine tip, so you can apply the eyeshadow at the tip of the brush and it will blend the eyeshadow for you under your eyes. Done. I'm using this one for my under eyes. I'm picking up the darkest shade here, which is this one, and I'm gonna apply it to the outer corner of my eyes. This is why I said this is number two and this is number three because I use the Jumbo Blender a lot more. It's being used for a lot more applications. So that was two and three. I applied my mascara off camera and applied my eyebrow gel, which is the ABH Clear Brow Gel. ABH is also another brand that is on Beautylish if you want to pick it up from there. The next brush that I use most frequently from Sonia G is this mini Keyaki Niji brush. Such a beautiful brush. The handle, the bristles are super soft. I decided to pick this one up instead of the Niji Pro because I feel like the Niji Pro is denser than this one and I like a fluffier brush for my bronzer application. This brush makes it super easy to apply a bronzer I really like it for bronzer application, and you can also use it for powder application. I'm not a powder person. I only use it for my bronzer. I'm gonna use it with one of my favorite powder bronzers, which is the Nabla Soft Revenge. This powder bronzer is very underrated. And this brush makes it super easy to apply your bronzer without any worries. This is a very soft bronzer. I only use it with this brush in winter because in winter I don't do much of a bronzing. But this is great for those bronzers that give you a high impact at once. I also can use this for my blush application, but I want to show you the next brush that I have. I couldn't choose between these two brushes, so I'll tell you which one I use for what. This is the Sonia G Buffer Pro, and this is the Face Pro. The Buffer Pro is a flat buffing brush. I've had this one a lot longer than the Face Pro. The Face Pro is an angled, soft, fluffy brush. I love both of these for powder application, like a finishing powder, something like the Guerlain Meteorites, or a soft powder that you apply as your finishing powder. Both of these are great. I like the Buffer Pro for buffing. Sometimes if I do like too much blush, or if I do too much bronzer, or my bronzer is too warm, I use this brush to buff it. And when I use it to buff my powders, first of all, it doesn't disrupt the foundation underneath. I don't know how, but you can use it clean to buff everything in and make it look more natural, or you can use a powder to do that. And I also can use this for my blush application. After I bought the Face Pro, I now use this one more for my powder application than this one. I use the Buffer Pro more for buffing now. I use this Face Pro more for my powder applications if I don't use the Niji Pro. So I can't tell. I have used the Buffer Pro a lot more, but I just picked this one up and I've been using this one a lot as well, so I cannot choose. So the number fifth spot goes to both of these. I'm gonna use Face Pro with my Pat McGrath blush in Flirtatious. This picks up a lot more than these two. The bristles on these two are softer and they pick up less powder than the bristles on this one. I like bigger brushes. I don't like small brushes. Great size for me for blush and bronzer application and all over the face powder application, especially since it's slanted. I'm gonna apply more of my bronzer to my forehead so that you can see. This is also great for bronzer application, and because it picks up more, it's better for powders that are hard to pick up, something like this. I use my Buffer Pro for bronzer and blush application too. So if you want to pick it up, don't worry that it's going to be only for buffing. You can use it for anything. Your all over powder for your finishing powder, bronzer, or blush. But since I wanted to use the Face Pro, I decided to use this one with my finishing powder. This is a great brush to buff your powders, to like make it more natural. You don't have to use a finishing powder for this one. You can use this alone. You can use it with your regular powders, your setting powder. This is a great brush, very soft. It does not poke at your skin, which is one of my biggest concerns. Let me put on more blush with this one. Somehow this never disrupts your foundation underneath. And that was my number 5 spot. The last brush I have from Sonia G is the Cheek Pro. Bristles are similar to Niji Pro and the Buffer Pro. This brush is not my preference to apply my cheek products. There is a smaller brush that is from the blue handle ones that is smaller and like taller. And there is another one that they brought recently. They're like light handled ones. My iPad died, so I can't look up the name. Those two brushes both have the same brushes as the Face Pro, and they are less dense and longer. If I knew that I'm not gonna use this for my blush, I would pick up that one for my highlighter. If you like to use smaller brushes or you have a smaller face than me, definitely great brush. It applies your highlighter very softly. It looks very natural. It's a great brush. It's very soft. It doesn't irritate my skin, but as you can see, it's a bit too small for my big face, so I don't use it as much unless I'm gonna do like very pinpoint application of blush, which doesn't happen a lot. All right, this is the finished makeup look using and ranking all of my Sonia G brushes based on how much I use them. These brushes apply your makeup for you. I do believe that the quality of your makeup matters, but at the same time, the quality of what you use to apply your makeup also matters. I did notice a difference in my makeup application and in how natural my makeup looks and how much irritated my skin gets and how much my dry patches show up after I started using higher quality brushes. And by the way, don't feel pressure to buy anything. You don't have to buy anything. There has been so many Beautylish events that I haven't bought anything. And I wanted to, but I had to budget my money towards something else. You don't have to buy anything. These are gonna be there. Even if these are out of stock at some point, she's gonna come up with better ones, so don't worry about it. I hope you enjoyed my video. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it, and please subscribe if it is possible for you. It will help my channel a lot. Thank you for watching.